Just, hey, so I'm having a little eclipse chill out with some jam ticket. And inventorying life. And a real lesson from me, because I am raised in a big family with a lot of advisors. I'm the littlest one, so everyone's wiser and smarter and more experienced than me. And it also has been with my community and partners. And the discernment about when you should listen, the advice about what and when you should nod along and do your own thing. But nod along, because if you start arguing about it, you won't win when you're the youngest. When it comes to like harm reduction, then yes. When they're like saying you should you shouldn't loan money to your partner, you know. And I just saw one. It was a synchronization. I just went to a shop and I saw one person I met, and then she also told like 50 euros is a maximum she ever gives something that's her personal boundary. And I haven't had any boundaries when it comes to that, because I'm a known overgiver. So yeah. Because at this point they just know, they have experience with people who are in desperation and need. They will promise you lands and everything, that yes I will pay back, don't you worry. When it's the payback time, you're already broken up, so there's no benefit to you anymore. Then it's like, oh, just count it down from everything I gave you. Basically, like a slut kind of mentality, that, well, I gave you my time, and time is money, so count it even from the debt. It's just interesting, because my parents have been abused also with money, because they're generous people and wealthy. So I'm not talking about I'm talking about the recent situation. Then you should listen when it comes to materiality. But when it comes to spirituality and emotional connection with the person, they have no idea. I tested out it on my brother. Like I asked, like, what's the feedback, and the feedback he gave was just so illusionary, because he had no idea what was behind or what really happened. Only two people that experience the connection know what is happening, and they don't even know fully. So I'm saying there are basic boundaries in society that we should have when it comes to material sharing, premarital material sharing. And the rule is don't. Every individual should take care of their own needs. And that's the rule. A little help here and there is okay. But when it goes like doof, 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 and when I've set the boundary and they overstep it and they still ask for help, and as me, as I am, I still give. But when it comes to when I need help, I'm a villain. I've abused and used, and even if all I've done has been from a purest of the heart. And especially if you have seen how the other person, observe how the other person is acting with other people. If they hustle around, and in Estonian there's a good word, suli. If they hustle around, they run from responsibility and accountability with other people and demand stuff while you're together, and you're like, oh yeah, they have a good reason behind it probably. They're not gonna do it to me. I'm a special one, you know. But when it's over, there is no speciality. Personality is personality. So this is a hard lesson I recently learned. That observe, and if people even tell you who they are, you should believe them. Believe. Or get burned and then be like, oh, I knew it. But I thought this, that, another. Yeah, other people and the relationship is very interesting thing. Because I don't put my nose into other people's things when they don't ask. And as the youngest one, everyone feels the righteousness to do it, to protect you. But my point is that they do it rightfully so, because you need protection, because you are you need advice because you don't know. But the problem with me is I've had this experience before, and I've forgiven and let go and all this, and I actually count, if I give out money, like hundreds, which is life force energy, my youth, I know. But if the person respects me, is kind to me still, and somehow energetically supports me, or energetically it balances it out, I'm like, almost like it's cleared. I don't need anything even. But when they are literally accusing me and calling me names and like overnight, then where is the justice? And again, these themes, like with these human relationships, there's no justice police. There is no one who says like, because no one actually was there, and that's why it's best if you do it, have pen and paper, let both parties sign the agreement, because word, audio agreement means nothing. You cannot prove it when one other one will betray you and act like you're, you know. And that's the hardest part. Where's the justice? I know that karma will serve both sides, good karma and bad karma, you know. Is your heart light as a feather? So yeah, my decision is to take advice when it comes to material, like 3D stuff, because family knows better. But when it comes to heart-related stuff and connections that are irrational, then nobody knows better than me. God, maybe. So yeah. hope you get something from this. If there is no marriage, you have no duty to give cold hard cash to someone. Point blank, period. You tullup.